Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. I'm Cracked Pepper, and today I bring to you a brand new series for my channel, and something that's new for me. I haven't created a series before, and it is it's a Road to Glory series, and we're actually going to do it with Morcambe. So yeah, Morcambe are the lowest rated club in all of the English divisions, I believe. And so yeah, I'm gonna get into it now, and we're gonna give ourselves the increase and the global transfer network scout, just to give ourselves a little bit of a chance. We're actually gonna do this on world-class difficulty, and so yeah, as you can see, we'll go to EFL League 2, and Morcambe are the lowest rated club, and you'll see that as we go through them all. Morcambe 1 star. So we're going to get a transfer budget of 1.1 million. This will be interesting. We'll see how it goes. It might take us a while to get all the way up to Division 1. Who knows? It might be some simulating. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's get into it. So I'm going to make my manager, and I think I'm going to just choose an old guy, because old is experienced, right? Alright, so there we go. World class, half lengths is 6 minutes. Currency in dollars. I'm going to do in dollars. It's not really going to make a difference in the end of the day. We're going to download the latest squads, of course. Disable first summer transfer. We'll leave that off. So, a little bit about this series. I am obviously doing it in world class. It's going to be pretty slow. And yeah, it might be tough. It really might be tough. I haven't played much in world class. I've played a bit in Ultimate Team and struggled, to be honest. So I'm looking to give myself a challenge. It's not meant to be easy, and I think world class is definitely a fair difficulty. Professional's way too easy, and legendary is just too much for me. So we'll keep it at world class for now, and then you guys can have your opinion as to whether you want to change that or what. So for the pre-season tournament, I would love to play the games, but I think that I am going to actually simulate them. Now it looks like this one's half a star, and it's really only 100,000 less, and I really want the money, so I'm tempted to go this just to give us a chance. Let's have a look at the squad that we are dealing with. So we have Mullen, who is 56 rated striker, Molyneux, Rose, Allison, Murphy, Wildig, Edwards, Roche, McGowan, Winard, and Conlon. Now, I've previously had a look at this squad, and I know that Evans is actually on loan, as is Duckworth, which is a bit annoying because they're actually two of our highest rated players. I'm still going to play them, and yeah, we're going to just see how we go. So we will have a look at the objectives that they have set us for the season. So, grow one youth academy by at least 5 overall points, play them in 5 matches as either part of the starting 11 or coming in as a sub. So that one should be pretty easy. Brand exposure. Sell out 85% of at least 50% of league games this season. Continental success. Haven't got any because we're not anywhere. Domestic success. Avoid finishing the bottom part of the league. Okay, so that's realistic. That's good for us. The Emirates Cup, they want us to reach around the 32 stage. That could be a stretch. And then long term, within 2 seasons in the EFL League 2, finish mid-table. Okay, so I think we could do that. I'm hoping that we'll finish mid-table, at least mid-table in the first season. And then finish the season with 3.3 million unspent allocated funds, transfer budget and wage budget. Okay, so we've got 2.1 million at the moment. So that is probably unrealistic, seeing as we've got no players. Yeah, that seems a little unfair in my opinion. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've got the strongest squad going at the moment. I'm actually going to do some training before, so we'll get some... I'm actually going to really focus on Reece Turner. I think that he is the one that we need to focus on the most. And then as for our next, I think we're going to focus on Wildig. And then finally, I would like to train our Edwards, our centre back. He's pretty young, so he's still got room for potential, and yeah, I think we could actually possibly bring him along with us for a good portion of the journey. So before we start a game, I want to actually check out the free agents, because sometimes you can find a really good player in there, and that's exactly what we need right now. So I'm going to sift through and see if I can find anyone. Okay, so I found a couple of potential maybe additions to our squad, we'll see. And yeah, I've just added them to get scouted, and we'll check back on them later. Without further ado, let's get into the first game. And so, like I said before, we're going to actually simulate these games, and let's just see what happens. I've gone into an easier competition as such, and so hopefully we can overcome a couple of these teams. Okay, so we've drawn the first match at 2-2. So not the ideal start. Alright, so we ended up training again, and 3 Ds and an A and a B, so I think Turner actually went up a rating, which is decent, and so yeah, that's not bad. Hopefully that'll help us out for the start of the next match, and hopefully we can actually get a win. So coming into the next match, I'm actually going to go the same squad. Our team's not too bad, although they're on a little bit of a down. I think that we can hopefully do enough to beat, who are we up against? Sundsvall. And we actually ended up winning 2-0, so that's fantastic. Great start for Morcambe. A draw and a win, not too bad. Rose missed a penalty as well, so potentially could have been a 3-0 win. And yeah, comprehensive victory there. So these are the players that I ended up scouting. They're all free agents. I feel like that's the best way to start off when you have such a low team with such a low transfer budget. So we've got Duda, 69 rated, so maybe potentially he's 28, he's getting old, that's the only problem. 69 rated, they're all around 11,000 wages, that's the only problem. So yeah, we'll look into them, potentially even look into getting a keeper. I don't have much faith in Barry Roche, unfortunately. He has proven me to be a bit of a liability at times, and he gets old, and he pretty much retires the second season in the game, so I was thinking that I might be thinking to get rid of him, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't committed to anything, so we'll just wait and see. So our third and final game of the group stage is against Cork City, and they are on top. If we win, we go top. If we lose, I'm unsure as to whether we will have the goal difference to actually hold a top 2 position. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so a massive win for Morcambe. 2-0 we win against Cork City, which pushes us to the top of the group, and that means we immediately advance to the next stage, which is fantastic news. So we've got 264k added to our transfer, which is really handy at this time because we start with such a low transfer. So that's really good, and let's move into our next game, which is against Falkensburg FF. So moving into our quarter-final, I believe, semi-finals, sorry. I'm actually going to go with the same squad. They're not too tired, they're all on a high, they're all doing really well, so let's push through with them and hope that we can get the win here. I'm going to simulate it again, as I said before. Once we get to the final, I'm not sure whether we will simulate it or not, we'll see. But yeah, we're going to simulate this match, and let's hope that we can even just get to the final. Okay, so we actually won this match. We won 2-1. Rose scored a 72nd minute winner, so fairly late in the game to score. Actually, may have even been a later score. I think it might have been, because I can see there the Rose has scored, but I can't see the next goal. So yeah, massive win. So I'm not sure whether we play the final game or not. But yeah, let's move on. So we got another almost 400k in bonuses from that. So yeah, we're going to move on to the final game now. Before we move on to the final game, I am going to talk to you guys about my plan for this season regarding Morcambe, and it's actually, I'm looking to not just buy players, but I'm actually looking to bring in youth. So I'm thinking of actually hiring a scout to look for youth, but I've got to find one within my price range, obviously, and we need to have enough money to actually purchase those players once we scout them. So I'm looking for a 4 and 4 star scout, or a couple of 3 and 3 star scouts, and that will be the plan. But basically these refresh, and you just got to wait for the right time, so we'll just wait for that. Okay, so I've decided to take the risk and actually simulate the final game, and so this is going to be a big moment, and so let's just see what happens, and let's hope for the best, and let's see if we can actually overcome this and win the final. So here goes nothing. Okay, so unfortunately we lost the final 2-1 to Gefle. Not for want of trying. I'd like to hope. But unfortunately, we've lost the last game. They scored in the 78th minute to win it. And yeah, basically that's the end of our Champions Cup for Morcambe. So unfortunately, I don't think we get any more rewards out of that. I'll have a look now. Yeah, no, we don't get any more prize money. So unfortunately, we're stuck at around 3 mil, just under 3 mil. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this episode. I know that we actually didn't get into any games, but basically all I wanted to do was introduce the series to you guys and basically just gather some momentum and let you guys know about how this series is going to run. So I will produce another video tomorrow, and there will definitely be some gameplay footage, so stay tuned. Until then, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and smash that thumbs up button if you enjoy this, and there'll definitely be more to come. Until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.